Okay, welcome back to the show. Our judges have made their final decision of the result. But before I tell you the result, we would like to invite the judges to give us some encouragement and some general comments. Let's welcome the judge, Tim.
All three of us going to talk or just me?
You go first.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Wow, it was, as you'll see, very difficult to decide. All of you did a very good job, and I was especially impressed with the organization of all of the presentations. It was very, very clear what you were talking about, what you learned, how you did it, and so on. So I don't think anyone lost points on that that particular category. Great job. Keep up the good work there, because you can use that skill with any presentation you do, especially in English, but probably any language as well. As we said, very close. It's always a good idea for the PowerPoint slides, generally very good, but you really have to be perfect on those. So there were a few mistakes that were spotted here and there. The problem is that, as I often tell my classes, when you make a mistake with a word that you're saying, people forget it in 2 seconds. But when you make a mistake on the PowerPoint, it sits there. and people don't forget it as easily, even if it's just a spelling mistake or whatever. It feels more permanent to the viewer, right, than just a little mistake in speech. So you really have to make sure that the PowerPoint is perfect. One good thing I saw is that when you made lists, and all groups did this, you had good parallel structure, meaning it might say like goals, and then it might say something like learning new vocabulary, improving grammar, and you would use, for example, ing in every goal, which is a good thing, because a lot of students will say things like improve grammar, learning vocabulary, to make friends, and the meaning's fine, but it's not parallel structure, which we want in English. But everybody did something like that correctly, so I was very impressed by that. But let's just, as I said, you have to be perfect with your slides, not just good. So let's, have a look at that, and that's one easy way to improve, I think. But other things were really excellent. So I'm only picking out the thing I noticed because I can't really pick out other things because they were very good. So great job, and you should all be very proud of yourselves because it was really hard to choose, and all of you did great. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Tim, for the very constructive comments. Let's welcome the second judge, Grace.
Hello, everybody. I was very happy to be here, but when I watched your presentations, I really had mixed feelings about your presentations. I was so happy because, wow, this time all the presentation was excellent, okay? But you really gave me a hard time making decisions about about the first place we should go to which group, okay? And as Tim just mentioned, we can see great improvement in this year's NCU study groups, okay? And good thing that we've recorded everything. I believe all other NCU students will be able to learn something from your presentations. Especially many of you discuss the difficulties at the beginning stage and then how you improve and make your study group really went very smoothly, okay? And I think this is some very precious thing you shared, okay? And each group had some very good thing about your presentation. I think I'll just briefly mention something about each group, okay? Like the first group is TOEFL victors, okay? I think I especially like the way you tell us how to prepare for TOEFL, because I know preparing for TOEFL test is a nightmare for many students, and they really don't know how to begin. And in your presentation, you gave us some very solid suggestions about how to prepare, especially speaking part. Okay, so I think after, if any students see the presentation, they know if they really want to prepare for TOEFL speaking part, they should join a study group. Okay? And about the second group is LA, right? Okay. I think this group really demonstrates a real spirit about NC study group because each member comes from different department and you're from very different background. Okay, like one is English major and the other one is from science major, right? And the other one is engineering background. Okay, so this is perfect. And I especially like the way when you mentioned that you can share many different perspectives about the same topic. I think this is what you have benefited from each other the most, right? Okay, so that's really precious. And about the third group, that's the advanced study group. I like your show very much. Very interesting design, okay? And when you were on stage, you make me feel that you were at home, okay? You seem so confident and so relaxed. That's excellent, okay? And you share some very nice way to do study group also, okay? And the last group, all science, and although I'm their advisor, but I really have to say something really good about them, okay? Because National Geographic is really a very difficult magazine to read. When the first time I saw their material, I was so surprised. How come you choose that? Okay, 11 pages in the article. Okay, but you can see that they too work very hard and they really learn a lot from each other. And they work very hard because before they had the first contest, they even came to me and asked them to listen to their rehearsal. This kind of earnest learning attitude is really excellent. Okay, it's the most precious thing. And I think if you go on doing things like this, you're going to have a very promising future. Okay? Yeah. And thank you very much. It's my great honor to be here this morning. Thank you. You make my day. Thank you. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. And the second class judge, teacher 耿文瑶老师。
Okay, hi again. You should all be very proud of yourselves, and we are so proud of you. Okay, watching you and seeing you all did your presentation so excellently. And every group, okay, has your advantage, okay, in your presentation. And group 1, okay, I like how you memorize your vocabulary using all those photographs, okay, to help you learn those new words, and that's something we all can learn from you. And group number 2, LA groups, okay, just like Greg said, you show the spirit of self-learning study, okay, and you stick to the end. I'm so proud of you. I'm your advisor, okay, and okay, great job, okay, keep going. And group number 3, yes, you impressed me, okay, I like the atmosphere you have when you present, okay, the way you did every week, okay, and that relaxes me actually, okay, I have the most enjoyable time when you present. And group number 4, amazes me too. From your presentation, I also want to learn from you how you did with National Geographic magazine. Okay, 11 pages, and I start having a lot of question marks in my mind. Okay, how you did that? And I think you did just fine. Okay, great job. And you also give us advice and give other groups, other students advice on how they can do it if they ever want to choose National Geographic magazine in the future. Okay, good job. Congratulations to you all.
We all know that all the groups are very outstanding, but sadly we have to decide which one is the first, second, third, and fourth. We will start with the 4th place, and each group, if you come here, get award, I want to stay for a minute for the group shots. Okay. Here's the tiny moment. The fourth place goes to group number 2, LA Study Group. Let's welcome them. And let's invite Teacher Grace to give the award to them.
Okay, congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, and the third place goes to group number 1, TOEFL Study Group, TOEFL Victor. Let's welcome Tim to give the certificate.
Congratulations. Good job.
Okay, and the second place goes to group number 4, oh, Science. And let's welcome Teacher Diana Lao Shi to present the award.
Great achievement too. Thank you.
Okay, with no doubt, let's welcome the number 1 group, Advanced Study Group. Let's welcome Teacher Jenny to present the award. Today's just a wonderful contest I've been to, and before we finish the contest, I would like to invite everyone to come off the stage and have a group picture.